Hey everyone, how is everyone doing today? I am doing well. Who is ready to work on page 3 of our baby book? Here's page 1, just to refresh your memory. Sweet. Here is page 2. Isn't it so sweet? So now we're on page 3. So just move that out of the way. Now, I have already cut, scored, inked, and put tape on everything. So we should be able just to sit back actually and have a little sippy of our coffee. I hate the slurping sound. Sorry. Oh, it's so good. I just made it, so it's a little warm. It's a little warm going down the throat there. All right, so let's get started. So first thing that we're going to need is we're going to need our base. Now, and like I said, I've already gotten everything ready. And I just need to find my tool. Okay, really? Seriously? See, y'all, every time I try to think that I'm on the ball, there's always one thing I forget. And right now, it's my little pokey tool. Oh, where did he go? He's hiding. He's like, you're not using me today, honey. Here it is. I found it. Alright, so I'm just going to take the backing off of the strips here. I scored these at half an inch. I'm not even going to really tell you the dimensions. They will be on the measurements, and again, that page will be on my Facebook page. Well, here, let's do this first, and then I'll tell you all of that. All right. So we just want to line it up as best as we can. I put glue stick on it for those that do not know, just to give me a little time, because man, when this score tape adheres, it really adheres. I mean, it's like got a freaking gorilla grip, you know? Should be called gorilla tape. Okay, so there we go. So there's our base page completed. All right, so let me take a second and let me tell you. So the papers, the inserts are on my Etsy store. The matting digital papers are on my Facebook group for free. There's a file there if you want to go there and download them for free. You're more than welcome to. Some of them are 8x8, and then some of them are more full size, but they will only be 8 inches wide by, I think it's 10.5 inches, I want to say, long. So keep that in mind. So all of my matting is going to be 8 inches by something, right? Either 8 inches by 8 inches most of the time, because I'm using my digital paper. So therefore, it's only 8 inches wide. Theoretically, if I was using a 12 by 12 pad, I would be using an 8 1/4 by 8 1/4 mat, because I like the thin border instead of the thicker. I like the 1/8 instead of the 1/4 inch. But we got to go with the 1/4 inch because I want to use my digital paper. So, but in the measurements will be like 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. So if you're using 8 by 8, then you know you can only use 8 by 8. I hope all that makes sense. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. Let me have another sippy. Hold on. Okay, I think no slurping that time. Okay. So now that all of that is out of the way, the measurements will be on Facebook, you know, so there you go. They'll be in a file there. So here is our base page. Now, what I'm going to make next is a side pocket. Ooh, y'all. Now, listen. I have never made a side pocket before, and I'm so excited that I get to make one this time. And what I did is I cut a piece of paper 8 1/2 by 8 1/2. Oh, I should mention, I don't think I mentioned it in my last video, what paper weight I'm using. For all my construction, it's 110 pound. For the matting and my digital paper, it's 65 pound. Okay, now that's out of the way. All right, so I want it to look like this. So what I had to do was I cut it 8.5 by 8.5, and then I just cut it diagonally, correct? So now, but I'm like, okay, well, that's not gonna work, and I forgot to score these little guys, but it's okay. So I made hinges that I'm gonna use. So we need to score them. They're 1 inch by 8.5 inches, and I'm scoring them at 1/2 inch. Okay, so we got those scored. This I didn't want to do ahead of time because I wanted to show y'all how you do this in case you've never seen it. So, because I want it to be a pocket, I don't want it to be a place that you can just tuck something in, you know. I want it to be a pocket. Because if it was a tuck, you could just glue it like this, right? And then you could just tuck stuff in there. But I need it to raise a little bit because inserts going in it. And it's, you know, pretty thick. Alright, so I'm just going to notch them. Like so. And then what I want to do is, oh, I cut that wrong. I do that every time. Look at there. This one I cut totally incorrectly. Ay, 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 Gina, Bobina. We'll just do a little small thing. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to put tape. I want to put score tape. We don't have to worry about inking these because you're not going to see them. So that's good. So we do need to put score tape on them though. Alright, so again, this is the first time that I've ever made a diagonal pocket like that. I think it's going to be cool. Alright, so now we just want to take off one side of our tape. Oh, no, let's not do that. And, whoops. Okay. And I'm going to put it on the very edge. Like so. Right, and then I'm going to do the exact same thing with this side over here. Take that tape off, use a little bit of glue stick, a little bit of glue. Okay. And then I'm just going to put it on the edge here because I'm on the edge of glory. Alright. And we're just going to smush that down. Okay, now what you've essentially created is a pocket. And this is a little long, so we're going to go ahead and just snip that. And snip that, because we don't want that showing. And now, looky. Okay, right? I went a little bit over on this. Where's my thingy? So, I'll just hide that. Alright. So now what I want to do is just take the backing off, use a little bit of glue tape, a little bit of glue tape, okay, and again, I want to make sure we're doing it on the right side. Okay. Now we just want to line it up the best that we can again. before we make the commitment. And then you just push it down. And there is our little side pocket. Oh my goodness. Is it not cute? Look at there. Look at there. See? Works perfectly. Sippy time. Okay. Now what I want to do is, that's all that's going to be on this front part. So now let us mat. And once again, I forgot to do the base first, but that's okay. So this just goes in there, and we should be able to just slide it on in there. And again, these are 8x8s, so and if you're wondering why I did not make the pages and everything, I should have matted this first, y'all. Don't forget to mat first. It'd be a little easier. Come on, really? Come on, work with me. Work with me. Work with me. Work with me. Don't work against me. Work with me. Okay, there we go. The reason why I didn't make it 8 1/4, so then therefore to be 8 inches, I started to do that, but I liked the border of the flips and the inserts, and so therefore it just would not work that way. So that's why I went with 8 1/2 by 8 1/2 to make it 8 1/4 mat. So, alright, so now we've got our pocket mat here, and I'm just going to take it and I'm going to cut it diagonally. Again, it's 8 by 8, so let me cut that diagonally. I just wanted to show y'all that it is an 8 by 8, and then I'm cutting it diagonally. Hold on, I'll be back. Alright, so then that worked out perfectly. At least that's what I remember why I didn't do it. Because I was starting it at 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. But then I wouldn't have been able to use the punch, the border punch. And I like the border punch. Oh, that might be my hubby. Hold on just a second. Okay, sorry about that. That was my husband. My car, the transmission started acting up. Y'all, let me tell you the story really quickly. So, the car is a 2015, so it's still under warranty, thank goodness. And all of a sudden, the transmission service light came on. And then the check engine light came on. And so the car, was acting weird, but then it was okay. It drove okay and everything. Now, mind you, my husband is a mechanic. He's an automotive mechanic. So, he's well familiar with stuff that can go wrong with a car. So on Friday we had his family's Christmas that we needed to go to at his sister's house, which is probably about 45 minutes away from here. So we get in the car, we're going, and all of a sudden the light comes on, the check engine light comes on, and it starts really just, oh my gosh, bucking and everything else. And we are literally 5 minutes away from my sister-in-law's house, and my husband wants to turn around and take the car home. Now, I'm having a mental nervous breakdown because I don't do well with that kind of situation, and we had to go over we went over one lake and we went over a river, and I'm terrified of going over water. I have nightmares about it all the time. So he actually pulled over on a bridge, which I could not believe he did. I think he does things just to torture me sometimes. And so that almost, I was a nervous wreck. So we turned around, came all the way home, got our other vehicle, which is his car, and which is a really old model, and we went to his sister-in-law's. I mean, his sister is my sister-in-law. But oh my gosh. So we took the car in on Saturday, and he just called. Everything was under warranty. It needed an update, so we're ready to go pick it up. So yay. So my car, I have my car back. So, but oh my goodness, what a tale. Anyhow, this video was supposed to be short, and here I'm telling a story. Anyway, okay, so this is what our front page looks like now. And now what we want to do is we need to do our insert for it, which again I've already got done. This is 8 1/4 by 8 3/4. And if you're wondering when I said that here it is. That we, about the, I'll get it out in just a second. Okay. Okay, so if you're wondering what I was talking about, here's my border, right? And if I were to have made this, right now, the way I have it, this 8 by 8, which is what these are, fits it pretty perfectly. So if I got any smaller, then this would not fit, and the whole purpose of this whole book is to use these. So I had to make the book around these guys. So that's why I had to go 8 1/2 by 8 1/2. If you're wondering, which you may not even wonder, and you're like, Gina, shut up and just get to gluing your crap down, girl. So here I go. I'm gluing it down. Alright, so this is out of the inserts. It's for their little handprint and feet. Their little footprints and their little handprint. Oh my goodness, isn't it sweet? I think it's adorably sweet. And y'all, when I had Amanda, because I had one of these books, I was so afraid to put her hand and feet in ink that I wouldn't do it. I couldn't bring myself to do it. And they didn't do it. Let's make sure this is going to fit. And they didn't do feet print at the hospital where she was born at. So I didn't have her little hand print or footprints when she was a baby. I was too afraid it would put toxins in her. First time moms, you know. So now I'm putting the back mat on here. Oh, isn't it gonna be sweet? Alright. Alright. There we go. And there's our insert. And there's the front side of the third page. Done. Oh, sweet. Oh, sweet. Okay, now on this side, on the B side, I am doing the portrait flip. So, I've got it here. Oops. And again, I've already inked and everything. And I'm using a magnet. So I want to go ahead and put this down first because I'll mat over it. So let me just take the backing off the tape. Put a little bit of glue stick down. I learned my lesson from last time. I mean, I'm telling you, this tape is like Hercules. Okay, and we'll just put it down like this. Okay. Cool. Alright. Let's go ahead and mat that. Portrait mat, portrait mat. This is the base mat. Alright, 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 alright. I love that movie. I think that was the first movie Matthew McCall, whatever his last name is, I can't say it, was in. Dazed and Confused. It's pretty funny. He's kind of a creep though, if you think about it. Alright. Oh, y'all, look how precious. Precious. Okay, and now I am going to be putting a pocket on here. So let's put that on so then that we could put the magnet on it. I have all my little notes because, you know, you get organized and then you get almost too organized, really. And I use my corner punch on these again. And then take these off. And then we're going to just, let's use some glue stick. I'm going to make sure I get it good and down. Alright. Okay. There we go. Alright. And now, I'll put that on crooked. Let's see if I can get it off real fast. I'll be able to. Went on a tag, crooked down at the bottom. That's better. That's much better, much better, much better. I'm surprised that came up. Alright. Let's see. My mat went flying across the room. Let me grab it. Alright, and here's our mat. Isn't it pretty? Ugh. My fabric tack is throwing up again. Alrighty. And then we put you down. Alright. Okay. And then, now, oh, Gina, see y'all? See? Why didn't y'all yell at me? Why didn't you go, wait, Gina? You just said you was going to put the magnet on. Oh, dear Lord. See? Can't trust me. Alright, so I got my magnet, and I'm going to just put it about right there. And I'm just going to use a little sticky note. Was that a positive or a negative? I have no idea. Positive. Ugh, these things are so hard to get out of here. Come on, get out. There you go. Thank you. Okay. And now I'll just... push, push. There we go. There we are. Alright. And nope. At least I remembered before it was too late. I had just put this down. So that's good. Because Lord knows, I usually forget until way later. And then I'm like, oh. Okay. There it is. Okay. So now we got the portrait flip mats that I'm going to do. And let's put this guy on the front. Alright. And then oh my goodness, is it still? Oh, that's right. These aren't 8 by 8. Yikes. Alright. Hold the phone. Well, I don't know why I keep thinking it's 8 by 8. Because the portrait flips are not 8 by 8. I ran into this problem the last time. The portrait flip is 8 by, I wrote it down the last time I did one. Here, I will be back with you in just a second. Oh, goodness. Alright, it's 7.5. 8 by 7.5. Originally 8 1/4 by 7 11/16. You're using a 12 by 12, so Ay, 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 ay. I did that last time, and I rewrote it correctly on that paper, but I'm using an old paper. Oh, well. Such is life. Alright, but no harm, no foul. Got it all fixed. Got it all fixed. All fixed, all fixed. Alright. I can't believe that they don't have these type of books out anymore. It's so odd, isn't it? Alright. Alrighty. Now what we need to do is the inserts. So the insert for the pocket in here is the birth announcement. Oh. So just going to use my Fabri-Tac. Oh, I loved Amanda's birth announcement. You know, back in the day, my nephew and niece, my oldest nephew and niece, their pictures, there was some more glitter. Did y'all see that? You know, it was like the old-timey that had, you know, just a little bitty picture. And then Amanda's was like a big old picture and all the writing was on it. And you got to choose, like, what kind of background and all that kind of stuff on their announcements. I was like, whoa, that's something new. Because I guess I had not seen a birth announcement in quite a while. Because I was like, what is all that? Alright. So there's the insert for the pocket. It's a birth announcement. So this should be able to put that, because they're pretty big. It should fit on there nicely. Oh, yay. Alright, and then last thing is the pocket insert, the side insert. And with that, we have a little thing for the family tree. Aww. Now my book did not have a family tree, I don't think. It might have. I think it did. Oh yes, it did. It did. So, I think that's kind of cool. But there's a family tree on there. And I do want it this way, because I want to pull it out like that. And then on the back side, I'm going to use these just little bitty hearts. I don't know if y'all can make them out, but these are sweet. Simple, cute little hearts. I've really enjoyed making the digital paper. It was something new I'd never done, and it, it's quite a challenge, but I love it because then you can make your own paper, and make it what way you want it. So, it's just, if you're like me, I'm not the best drawer, so the stuff that's drawn by hand, like the hearts, like these little hearts and the butterfly and the flowers, and this tree, I did that by hand. I think it looks good. I know it looks childish, but it is a baby book. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I think it looks just fine. Peachy keen. Alright. So now we're ready to put the book in, the page in the book. See, this video did not last that long, did it? Because I didn't have to keep stopping. Just rolled on through. And then you had a little time for coffee time and story time. Well, that's so great. Alright, once again, I'm using my score tape, and I'm going to put the tape on the hinges. And then I will be using a bead of this glue. My Fabri-Tac glue. And just for stability and to help slide the page on. Now, if you remember last video, it was almost super easy to put that on. So we'll see how it goes this time. I have a feeling we gonna struggle. And when I say we, I mean me. So let's just take the backing off. I'm gonna put a little bead of super glue on here. Not super glue. Woo! That would glue it, wouldn't it? No, Fabri-Tac, Gina. Fabri-Tac, Fabri-Tac, Fabri-Tac. Alright, just a little, not a lot. Alright, okay, here we go. Let's make sure we're putting this in correctly. Oh, let me take out the inserts. That helps when I do that. Alright, here I go. Here I go. If I get in, if I tell you what it is, it's when there's a portrait, when there's a portrait flip is when it gives me the hard time. And there is a portrait flip on here. Let's see if I can't move it out of the way, because then I don't know where I'm going, because it gets in my way. Okay, there we go. That helped. Okay, no, don't come out. Don't come out. You came out. Why would you come out? Why would you do that to me? There we go. I'm hoping that's right, because I do need that portrait flip to be down. And again, we don't want to go all the way down to the bottom. We do want to leave a little bit of a border, because if you don't, then your book is not going to move correctly. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so that was that. Wasn't that too bad, not this time. Alright, and then I'm gonna just squish, make sure that it's good and adhered to that page. Get in there. Squish it real good. Alright, there we go. Oh my goodness. Isn't it turning out too cute? Y'all look. Alright, let's put our inserts back in it. So the first announcement goes here. No, handprints. Handprints and footprints go here. You know, I guess it really doesn't matter. Whatever way you want to do it. These pockets. There we go. Right. They give them a hard time. Get in there. Okay, you're not supposed to really be... You got in there before. There. Thank you. Thank you. Alright. Oh, y'all, I also had thought about putting pockets on the flips, you know. But then I was like, okay, Gina, this is not a scrapbook. I have to keep reminding myself this is not a scrapbook. Because if it was a scrapbook, I probably would. I'd probably put belly bands on it and all kinds of stuff like that. But it's not a scrapbook. So, alright, there it is, y'all. Sweet. Oh, isn't it adorable? I love it. I am loving it. I think it's turning out too cute. Too stinking cute. It's going to be big, but it'll have, you know, you can put your pictures in it and all that, so it's going to be cute, y'all. Cute, 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 cute. Alright, so there we go. Let's just tie you up a little bit there, buddy. Alright, there we go. Cute. Alright, that's page 3 done. Halfway there. So, yay. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope it was a little bit better flowing. I know I talked a lot. I'm sorry. You know, but I like to talk while I craft. It's just who I am. Alright, y'all. Well, thanks so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it and subscribe if you've not subscribed. And if you have subscribed, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. But don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified for every time I post a video. Alright, y'all. Y'all be good to one another, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.